Inti Ghana has a opo bia late last week and early this week yankasano. Emu ayedin ediamana a former Chief Justice Gertrude Araba Isaba Torkornoo abusuya from ECOWAS omo dismissing the case no and a hon sensem bebre of aso esake in the council and even kra ansa na obe sake in the council no. Our former Attorney General Godfred Dameno abusuya sa papa yi ede kokopie mu e court of file application say or withdraw from Torkornoo's case and Attorney General also raise the objection our case on money and withdraw ne emane withdraw na case no ono ene de omsha say na abusuya ye catch them say na aka former Chief Justice Torkornoo the cases be 4 of 3 ewo court our file application senka or withdraw sa cases ni na nanka waka bom na ye 2 strong cases abusuya ene okokopie mu ewo court okokopie mu no abusuya fofie anto atawo ho Mahama na so aye papa abusuya okokopie mu court so a court no at dismiss sa 4 cases na say or they challenging the removal process nyina Gertrude Araba Isaba Torkornoo abusuya Ghana flood no arehosem torment amount for bet Mahama your friend Torkornoo so no the court cases no emu ayeden edi amano eno any project say area to your screen no enchen edi amano Supreme Court dismisses all 4 cases challenging removal of former Chief Justice Gertrude Araba Isaba Torkornoo entino abusuya eno any project area to your screen no enchen edi amano entin Mahama your friend Torkornoo the 4 cases are or they challenging the removal in abusuya Supreme Court abo cases ni nyina ato agum yenko na yenkonko ti ensem bi nso a ekoso ewo political highway so na ansa na beko no Ghana has open computer papa and a laptop papa na we use abori periodic computers and accessories ho and obenya laptop papa na we use na ni location enye ira kwan o Kumasi bu Chrome Estate Eli peke number ya egu ye screen yi enchen 0247030108 and say 0597942133 periodic computers and a laptop papa yankona yankonkoti and sama a course or political highway so.
Just a quick one on that. Now I feel you remember Black Stars issues no so I don't remember say me no nkwana shejesi doc and shejesi but I understand him oba no say onibi enti no doc memo obi that's this day I obey but doc mamintio
right medas livery Medicain. For me, say your mama get to Torkornoo.
Yes.
You see, you know, one ma senior doc watch it on a case, but build the case for yeah, the training. I'm sure that I'm not law school. I'm to cases na a very good say one tenacity. I hold a view say. And I'm on what to what testing and laws no in different facets. Na eboa ma yehye ye mre no emuden. Na momo no menye mranim for ana mranim ni. Eno nti se mihia nkyeremu a mepese meje afutu afi obi a waben wo mram.
Okay.
Na ansa na we nyina be hyase no. Omampanyin saka a petition no. O say what they call Council of State. Eya bidoku a etu omampanyinfo. Na Council of State no, yen constitution no aye ne se at least ye benya obi a waben ewo mremu. Eye okan Council of State no. Enti na ye maame Sofia Kufu, former Chief Justice, ena eka ho. Na say Council of State enipa enimamra amenya ebia lawyer for bi bewo mu na mum say ye kan nipa within that body no aben ewo mramu a ebetimi identify say there's a prima facie case in law. I would go with the view of the former Chief Justice relative to other people on this on the panel. Na ye nyina be hu yi say it was the former Chief Justice against every other person. Enti onia wabeye Chief Justice Spain na otu abanfo enyema efa emre hu esi dabi minimum
but say a collective body and it
is important.
It
is important.
The decision is made on the substance of what the Council of State say it ought to be. And mind
correct.
you, aside the fact that the Chief Justice or a retired Chief Justice must be on the Council of State, and there are equally other experts, some of whom might have knowledge in law, but substantially, just as the Constitution requires, or no na emrana ekase as I say otinaso.
Is it Speaker? Me know what to hear. I don't really mean obiara our Council of State member and the expertise or the buyer. But near minimum say former Chief Justice Sofia Kufu, the former Chief Justice of the Republic.
Yes.
Na ye inaji tu mu say ye ba emra e wo man yi mu a wakwadre mu. And inti issues like this no metie na futuo relative to any other person. I mean him the expertise or the buyer. That is my personal position.
Okay.
And unti say this is what this woman said. Now other people think otherwise. Ultimately, it is democracy. So the majority had their way. But it does not invalidate the position, say. Near yeni na nim say ono na being when it comes to Emra, the Constitution of the Republic and all the laws of the land. Wafemu, waye judge, abe Chief Justice, administer similar situations. Also only two abine for, omampenyu for, ordinary futu buy, no. The majority thought otherwise. I think, sir, I am not happy. Why I fast so Eddie Chief Justice talk on the free? I must say it. If you say, ye just ni aye biara ene. Depending on where you would justify and especially people in government. Would justify and now it will be say MPB crampo a na says and you want yes. Now say it is where you are standing, but the original nainti. And no matter to know asano different. Ochina a kobase power changes hand. Na say and then Obinsu kofa a tricky position be na afe yediko yi another Chief Justice. Na I say ya boss na to ho. Enti assistant no obi e pe kwan a ono so ba. I don't have to be a prophet man say Chief Justice bia ebe obewo akonwa no so. Aban be power no. The likelihood say the opportunity to also initiate similar proceedings against the person will be very high. If you say, Obi actually say, this is how you can do it. Now, honestly speaking, the issues that have been tabled I work in a public institution. Public institution. There are processes, say, Bibi ena yede mawa, kwan wa ofa with unsaka. Now, as I speak, auditors are at the University of Ghana, or more audited the university. And my unit is one of those that they have come to a more auditing. Woba na se bibi wona se obisa me na minima. Me se we bacho monko accountant ho na monko bisa accountant because these issues they are finance decisions. And I would give you the backing documents now more they are taking audit decision or they are making more audit decision. I think some of the issues are trivial. Some of the issues are trivial. If you work in a public space, they are trivial.
For me, let me also. For me, and come away and come I feel say, first of all, I mean, President Akufo-Addo under his regime, he received a lot of petitions, right? Petitions, by law, or receive emrano, Article 146 of the 1992 Constitution, a processes are president receive petitioner SSA go through. Now committees council of state international committees we now almost recommend it to the president. Well, it is up to the president to work with it or not. But this is what Article 146 Article 146(1) clause 1. A justice of the Supreme Court, including the Chief Justice, can be removed only for 1. Stated misbehavior, 2. Incompetence, 3. Inability to perform duties because of infirmity of body or mind, Now, over 46 2 or say removal can only happen through the procedure set out in Article 146.
That's correct.
Where the petition for the removal of a Chief Justice, the President must act in consultation with the Council of State and appoint a committee to investigate. Now, Obekai 146.7 or say the committee must be made up of 1, 2 justices of the Supreme Court, 1 as chairman of the committee, 3 other persons who are not members of Parliament, lawyers, or members of the Council of State. 146.8 proceedings for removal must be held in camera, meaning in private. Now, over 146.9, the President must act in accordance with the recommendation of the committee. This means that the committee recommends removal. The President is constitutionally bound to remove the judge. And say your family ran so at the yard,
Yeah.
I mean, where did the President go wrong? Assuming there was no petition, there wouldn't have been a trigger of this particular procedure. But by law, President no received petition in Kwade. I mean, this process is not ought to be followed through. And the recommendations, but the President is only working with the recommendation. OSHA committee now, formation of the committee. As I said, Chief Justice, how do you call it? Justices of the Supreme Court, 2 of them. Baku must chair the committee. Who we are when you are 3 other persons are non-lawyers, knowledge be about the law. Now, this is what the law says. President Akufo-Addo time, it was the same. John Mahama time, His Excellency, it is the same. Nothing has changed. So why do we seek to create the impression, say, it was an orchestration, say, you be Chief Justice. And even when the law has been followed through, no, we still have those, incursions in our mind. Say, Bibi Ankoyi and Abedrua.
Speaker, I sincerely believe it's Sabi, several petitions would come, and procedurally, Emrana Shasanya emphasis and Omanpenny a follow. But you see, where in the instance one could preempt, say, this is what was said, say, then you give me cause to want to now delve a little deeper into the issue, say, but I need to see a benefit. Empu near course, was it orchestrated? I'm not saying it was orchestrated, but they are too similar in the scheme of work, say, I can ignore them. But Adia when say, and if that is what the law is, then I think there's a problem with our law. Chief Justice Torkornoo was a justice of the Superior Court before being nominated to the role of Chief Justice. What are we talking about? We are talking about her role as Chief Justice. So why does she lose her role as a judge of the Superior Court? She has not erred in her role as a judge. So if our law says because one rises to the role of a Chief Justice, everything else, including all the investment, the experience I have built in this woman over the years, and we are not faulting Nejuma Waye as a judge, but administratively, to me, I demand say the head of the judiciary, or the head of the judicial arm, administrative error, assuming say is the case, so she has been removed as a head of the judiciary. Why should she lose her role or her functioning as a judge of the Superior Court? I think that is problematic. And that, for me, I see as a gap in our law. I may not be a lawyer, but this is a boso pocket lawyer. So I think,
in your view, I mean, the office of the Chief Justice.
It is the office. It is the office. Because this is experience we are losing as a country. This woman has a lot of experience. What are we going to do with it? What's it, she's losing her entitlement. Come on. That is not right. I think that is a gap in the law. But again, ECOWAS decision, ECOWAS Human Rights Court decision, no. As we speak, we don't know the reasoning the detailed judgment and the reason now Omodema for throwing away the case. They have thrown away her petition or her case. But I think in my layman's Boso, the School of Law at Boso, I think basically what this is suggesting, they say, she might not have met the threshold for the ECOWAS court for the case to be looked at. And I am eager to read the reasoning now, court on Abema, to see what they are saying. And now
again, me concerns. I mean, anytime a president be receiving petition, no, these are procedures go through. Yes,
correct.
So, for instance, in 2018, I mean, Charlotte say the EC chairperson was removed. It was through the same process.
Right.
By 28 June 2018, now Yejino, Efri Akonyaso, as a chairperson of the Electoral Commission, a constitutionally created body.
Correct.
Omuye in charge of our election for the purposes of fraud, financial malfeasance, abuse of office, and then a lot of issues by. Now, Obebiema Amadou Sule, deputy EC chair, was equally removed on the said date through the same processes. I mean, petitioner, president, a receiver in 2018. Georgina Opokua Mankwa, the same thing. So, I mean, these are a series of petitions. Ebeba clearly no ebetimiaba. Even in 2018, Gloria Ekufo, right? There were petitions to say, in the same 2018, Sophia Ekufo, there were petitions. Mensa Thompson of ASEPA, SND petition, Edema President Ekufo-Addo, say, I mean, Yenyi Justice Sophia Ekufo, Enfrio, as a Chief Justice of the Republic. It went through the same, I mean, processes, but the end point is that the Chief Justice was not removed based on recommendations of the committee and the Council of State, ECA. So these are series of issues. Procedurally.
Yes.
Godfrey Dame, there were several petitions. Even in the current circumstance, before Nana Addo left office, there were petitions or received about Jane Mensah, the current EC chair. The same procedure, Anna, it had to go through. But at the end of the day, the committee recommended, clearly, it ought to be dismissed because petition, any merit to be a Kwesi Anini Justice, former Chief Justice in 2021. There were petitions about him. Kisia Jabin, special prosecutor. So all these people, petitions about them. Substantially, the recommendation of one committee as against the other committee might differ, but the procedure the same exactly by law. So that is where the issues are when it comes to, the Emrano Eka and the SC in time past.
You see, I've been very careful not to go a certain tangent, but procedurally, Senior Stephen Fiasiano at the na until we change the constitution, but now it's and procedurally need the I remember blast I am phantom. You nimpa players be or ye feature on blasters more. You be koye nimu pa buama game no I fine. But now you established candidates. And I think as for the process we'll go through. But for me, what matters most, and as I said, yema yeni echo, what are we building? And then na yesi, and among na yeja, we are leaving footprints. So na enchima, many one yayeti hake, enchima bebe techema empro, and every year this social media become crime put here. Agrona say cry, etahoda, and intinya biara dachi. Ochinachi, Yabesa fa the same issues, no. Nika say, Papa, now ye, Nekwa and so I don't know.
Okay,
Papa, no ye, and Nidaho, and all the years or the better time I mean any. Whatever motive there are, I will not be surprised as we speak. There was already petitions against the current Chief Justice. I will not be surprised. But
not that we know of.
Exactly. Do you know the number of petitions are echo? Do you know more petitions that goes to the Jubilee House that the president receives that we don't hear about? You see, and I don't endorse say yen you been through because we suspect so nipa no any yen amanyoku enya adwen ana enya ne de ne ba ye yes I mbu man yi.
Okay,
I think say my main fancy here the evidence that you gave with regards to EC and all that. In fact, EC is an important arm of government, constitutionally established. But I think when it comes to weight, we must also be guided. Say, we are talking about
they are all guided by constitution.
It is true. By
Abusia wene ensema ekoso ewo political highway so maame Torkornoo ena yede ne ho submissions ebrema enye asam keto akra ebeda mase samoje pene kokotiza ensemwe edemai is to say maame no obesa nso a challenge bill ana so de bekwa akopie mu ewo different courts Ivanchi e kan sem na ensema Ivanchi ka o say she is roaming about Ghana courts ni na chese ohun de oye no ho yebeda mase samoje pene kokotiza ensemwe edemai